no ordinary coffee table. This coffee table contains all of the non-biodegradable waste material that I consumed in 2010. Inside this box are glass bottles, aluminum cans, plastics, some old shoes, a broken cell phone, all the various materials that I would have thrown away, but I saved them. I saved my trash because I believe waste is an illusion, a resource in the wrong place. Instead of letting my trash be sent to a landfill where it's going to sit for decades to come, instead of sending my recycling halfway across the world to China, where most of our recycling goes in, especially here in California, I decided to save it. Sort it out, compress it, compact it, and here it is, the center of attention, a coffee table, and one heck of a conversation piece. My story today goes over one idea that inspired me to save my trash. It's also inspired others to save their trash as well. This one idea forever changed my life. And my hope is that today it'll inspire you to change your life as well. I was at the 2009 Harmony Festival in Santa Rosa when I walked by an educational booth that had their own waste bin set up. Instead of producing more trash, as a lot of festival booths will, they were collecting trash. They knew that waste is a resource. And all that uncompostable, unrecyclable trash material you don't know what to do with, they were stuffing it into one of these. This is what they call a portable landfill device, otherwise known as a bottle brick. It's a bottle stuffed with all that soft landfill material you don't know what to do with. So as an example, from today's lunch, we had some plastic bottles, and we had those chip bags. They're all going in the same waste facility because this venue doesn't have appropriate waste facilities. So you can stuff it into a bottle just like this, and then use a stick to compress it into this bottle until it becomes as compact as a brick. So this group, ecological, they use bottle bricks all over the world, but predominantly in Central America, to build structures like houses, school buildings, aqueducts for holding water, and other structures. Bottle bricks allow us to convert our waste into a building material, and it allows us to take all this waste that we don't know what to do with and landfill it into a useful space rather than a wasteful space. Felipe Arage and Max Myers, the innovators of this project, and the ones who brought bottle bricks to the States, advocate first and foremost the need to clean up our communities. In Central America, they convince kids to go to the watersheds first, pick up the plastic, put it in one of these bottles, and they reward the kids who bring the most bottle bricks back. They reward them with soccer balls. All great ideas inspire reaction. On this day, a very profound seed was planted. Around this time, I received the amazing opportunity to go to Africa. My really good family friend, Jonathan Thurston, who started the International School of Art, Business, and Technology, a nonprofit that does literacy projects in Ghana, invited me to be the first artist in residence to work on a solar cooking project at a school in Almina. I arrived in Ghana, and I had a bag full of solar cooking material, and there was a sky heavy with rain. It was a freak 40-year flood. So I had to be creative. And that's when that seed started to stir. The pollution in Ghana, as in many places in the world, was horrendous. The landfill and recycling center in Almina consisted of a burning pile of plastic. So in Ghana, as in many places of the world, they drink their water out of these water sachets. It's essentially 500 milliliters of water in a plastic bag, immediately thrown away after consumption. We decided that we were going to do a project with the kids in Almina with bottle bricks. I had just learned about this project. I told my friend Jonathan, and we're like, let's build a bench. Let's highlight this technology, and let's teach these kids that they can take this plastic trash, clean up the streets, clean up the oceans, and landfill it into useful space. So that's exactly what we did. This is a bag of water sachet plastic bags that my friend Ellie collected. And we, with the help of my friends, me and Richard, we took this entire bag of plastic material, and in 2 hours, we compressed it entirely into 6 large water bottles. So plastic trash has a ton of airspace in it. By compressing it into one of these bottles, not only are you effectively sealing it off from the environment, preventing it from being photodegraded into a million billion pieces throughout the world, you're also decreasing the amount of space it would otherwise take up in a landfill. So we taught the kids how to do this, and in a period of 2 weeks, they collected over 100 bottles full of trash or sand. I will tell you, I have never in all my life seen kids so excited to pick up trash. There was kids literally fighting over a certain piece of trash to put in their bottle. It was amazing, incredibly inspiring. So that was 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks, we built this bench, 2 days. It was incredibly easy. I'd never had any experience doing this, and we were able to build this bench. This is concrete. This is help from the school. We had help from a construction crew. This is the bench 1 year later. You can see the bench is in perfect condition, but the plastic water bag in the corner reminds us that the issue of plastic trash remains. So I came back to the States, and very inspired, of course, and I wanted to expand upon this project. Even though we're a developed country, we have very much the same issues with plastic trash. Out of sight, out of mind. So I wanted to change this. I decided to save all my non-biodegradable waste material, clean and store all my non-biodegradable waste material, and keep it in my room. This project was entitled Operation Zero Waste 2010, Less We Can. Yeah, so this is it. This is all my waste material. The Environmental Protection Agency estimates that the average American produces 4.5 pounds of trash a day, 29 pounds of trash a week, and 1,600 pounds of trash a year. After 1 year of this project, I accumulated 220 pounds of trash, about half a pound a day. Do you know how much trash you produce? Do you have any idea? What if we took all the trash that just this audience produced in 1 year? Do you think it would fill this room? The reason why I was able to produce such a little amount of trash in 1 year was because of my living environment. I lived in an absolutely amazing community right here on campus called Baggins Inn Innovative Housing, otherwise known as the Domes. The Domes were built in 1972 by students, engineers, and university officials. This is what it looked like when they first built them. Nothing there, and they built domes. This is what they look like 40 years today. Everything here was student planted, student inspired, student created. In a world of uncertainty, the domes give me hope. So the reason why I was able to produce such a little amount of trash is because we compost collectively as a community. We eat communal dinners 4 nights a week. And what I've found is that when you share your resources collectively, your waste decreases dramatically. Gotta figure out something with the microphone.
On the receiver.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to do that. I think you all can hear me all right, right?
Yeah.
Yes, this is why I was able to produce such a little amount of trash, because I lived at the domes. So, I started telling people about this project, and California Aggie, which is the newspaper here on campus, wanted to do an article about it. I'm like, great, I'll get some press. So, despite making it incredibly clear that I was washing and cleaning all my trash, and I was decomposing what was biodegradable, and therefore my trash wasn't going to smell. This was the headline that I opened up that day. Students decomposed domes for research projects. So I will agree, this is a very catchy headline, but it really gets to the point of our ingrained perception that trash is stinky. The only reason why trash smells is because it's mixed with food scraps. Food scraps, when they aren't separated out as compost and mixed with trash, decompose anaerobically, therefore producing methane gas. Methane gas is a greater greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. So it doesn't only smell bad, it's also worse for the climate. One of the most important things we could all do today, and the easiest things that we could all do today, is to compost. Over 60% of what we call garbage is actually organic material that can be broken down and used to build soil and grow food. Instead, it's being put out to these landfills, and this is leading to more environmental and climate catastrophe. So pretty soon after this article came out, I got a letter from Student Housing, who is the department that currently manages the domes on campus, and they wanted to set up a meeting with me and the Environmental Health and Safety Department and Fire Department to discuss my projects. So I went to the meeting and I had open minds, and effectively they told me that keeping my trash in my dome for a year was an environmental health and safety threat. I told them in response that I thought them throwing away their trash every week was a far greater environmental But I had to agree to pay for a storage container off campus where I could store my trash. To be completely honest, I kept my trash in my dome. I bring this up to kind of highlight the current issue within the domes community. It's currently very difficult for us to make our ideas about sustainable living a reality. There's so many hurdles in the rules and regulations and bureaucracy on this college campus and any college campus and really anywhere in the world that makes this quest for sustainable living very difficult. That's why currently, with the help of faculty and university officials, we are currently revisioning the domes community to become a sustainable living learning community. We want students to be able to get credit for redesigning and rebuilding the living structures at the domes, which are outdated. And we want to turn sustainable living research through experiential education into a formalized subject of study. Imagine students getting credit for saving their trash. Well, that's exactly what we did. With my community and regional development class last quarter, we decided to build a cob bench out of bottle bricks to symbolize our commitment to keep sustainable living research through experiential education alive and well on the UC Davis campus. This is that class, stuffing bottle bricks at the domes. In addition, I submitted this project to the undergraduate research conference with my faculty sponsor, civil and environmental engineering professor Frank Loesch. Yep, I even got an engineering professor to stuff a bottle brick. And in addition to all of this, we got 12 students to get 1 to 2 pass to no pass credits to build this project through the Education for Sustainable Living program. So students are effectively getting credit for stuffing bottle bricks here at TEDxDavis. So students, faculty, community members all learned that they could stuff their trash into one of these bottles and convert it into a resource to build something positive. So we would take these bottle bricks and then convert it into a cob bench. Cob is a mixture of clay, sand, straw, water, and a lot of dancing to mix it up. After 3 months of this project, we collected about 200 bottles and diverted a huge amount of plastic trash from the landfill. Just yesterday, we had a community work party at the domes. Yesterday was Earth Day. Happy Earth Day, everybody. Yesterday, we had a community work party at the domes to help complete this bench. Students came out and learned how to build a cob. They learned how to build a structure out of earth bags. They learned how to stuff a bottle brick. And they learned how to turn these bottle bricks into a building structure, into this bench. It's going to be the back of the bench at the domes. So you can see these bottle bricks are pretty phenomenal. These bottle bricks are also very versatile. These bottle bricks can be used as a waste awareness campaign. Everyone who was involved in this project said that they didn't really know how much waste they produced until they started saving it. Lots of people told me they changed their consumption patterns after saving their trash. Bottle bricks can be used as a community building process. So many different people from so many different backgrounds came out to help make this project reality. We had high school students yesterday cut class to come out and learn how to build a cob, earth bags, and bottle bricks. The domes is an amazing educational resource, and it's not going to be wasted. Bottle bricks can also be used to raise awareness about a cause. I told people that if you stuffed a bottle brick, you'd be supporting sustainable living research on campus. You'd be supporting the domes. And most importantly, bottle bricks provide a solution for all this endless amounts of plastic trash we don't know what to do with. We can use bottle bricks to clean up our lives and clean up our communities. Now I've learned of a new exciting project that can maybe turn bottle bricks and turn waste into a way to symbolize our commitment to build a more sustainable, a more just, and a more peaceful world. Lindsay Hassett is an eco-activist in Oakland. She converts school buses to run on biodiesel. School buses to run on waste vegetable oil. And she was likewise inspired by e-recycling and bottle bricks. And she had this idea of doing a peace bench project. What if we built 1,000 trash benches all around the world to symbolize our commitment to build a more sustainable, a more just, and a more peaceful world? Imagine countries all over the world picking up trash, picking up litter, saving their trash, stuffing it into a bottle, and then learning natural building techniques to build a bench or another structure. Imagine Israel and Palestine saving their trash and coming together to collaborate on a structure, a symbol of peace and sustainability in the most volatile area in the world. So, the best thing to do with plastics is not to make it in the first place. There needs to be a moratorium on plastics, not in 2014, not in 2020, but now. There needs to be more public support. We need to be sending letters to these companies, or to the government, to these fossil fuel companies that are just making more and more plastic packaging and not taking responsibility, passing on the issues of environmental degradation to future generations that aren't here yet. I encourage you to end the vicious cycle of waste. Waste is an illusion. There is no waste in nature. I encourage you to separate out your trash, compost what you can, save what you can, start a bottle break. Invite your friends to do so as well. So as you can see, I've saved my trash for a whole year. I've convinced other people to save their trash. I've helped build 2 trash benches on opposite sides of the world. And now I'm envisioning a new project with many, many different people to build trash benches all over the world as a symbol of our commitment to make a more sustainable, more just, more peaceful place on Earth.